It's another one. You gonna speak on me? Hashtag, hey man, it's something I got going on. That means number one, when you can speak on yourself. Hey Reed, what's up, big bro? I did this joint for you, you heard?
B, spin that bitch.
Cast the first stone. If you did it, never did it. You ain't worried about no Guinness and you mind your own business. Cast the first stone. You ain't never lied, never killed, never cheated, never steal, man. Cast the first stone. Stand on your word. You leave it for the birds you love when it hurt. Cast the first stone. Do you keep it honest? Always staying modest. You ain't never been the problem. Cast the first stone. Let's just begin. I'ma tell you something about the 7 deadly sins. Man, your pride, man, go ahead and down your own kin. Moving arrogant, really overconfident. Greed, what do you need? More than you need. Materialistically, that's really what it seems. Envy is empty, resentment is deadly. Believe me, hating for no reason. Cast the first stone. If you did it, never did it. You ain't worried about no Guinness and you mind your own business. Cast the first stone. If you ain't never lied, never killed, never cheated, never steal, yeah. Man, cast the first stone. Do you stand on your word? Do you leave it for the birds? Do you love when it hurt? Cast the first stone. Do you keep it honest? Always stay in mind. You ain't never been the problem. Cast the first stone. If you did it, never did it, and you worried about no Guinness and you mind your own business. Cast the first stone. If you ain't never lied, never killed, never cheated, never steal, man. Cast the first stone. Do you stand on your word? Do you leave it for the birds? Do you love when it hurt? Cast the first stone. Do you keep it honest? Always stay in mind. You ain't never been a problem. Cast the first stone. Revenge is a craft. Anger is the mask. That's why they call it wrath. Sexual desire. Is it love? Is it lust? Even when it getting and you never get enough. Gluttony. Why you want to eat off me? You got paid, so why you want something what I eat? That's greedy. No motivation, determination. That's devastating. That's love, and it's really Cast the first stone. If you did it, never did it, you ain't worried about forgiveness and you mind your own business. Cast the first stone. If you ain't never lied, never killed, never cheated, never steal, man. Man, cast the first stone. Do you stand on your word? Do you leave it for the birds? Do you love when it hurt? Cast the first stone. Do you keep it honest? Always stay in mind. You ain't never been the problem. Cast the first stone. If you did it, never did it, you ain't worried about the Guinness and you mind your own business. Cast the first stone. If you ain't never lied, never killed, never cheated, never steal, man. Cast the first stone. Do you stand on your word? Do you leave it for the birds? Do you love when it hurt? Cast the first stone. Do you keep it honest? Always stay in mind. You ain't never been the problem. Cast the first stone. Hey, hey, Reed. I murdered this joint. Damn. Holla, we going up from here. Royalty records, nigga. We back and we better. Better than ever. Fuck what you talking about. Know that. Cast the first stone.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome to Cast the First Stone, episode 1 for season 2. You know, that's just me right now. You know what I mean? I was trying to get the bro on in and trying to figure everything out. You know, our schedules be crazy and stuff like that. So, but, welcome to Cast First Stone. Like I told y'all, I'm sorry for little delays. Things seem a little bit unprofessional. But nah, it's just a lot going on. You know, bills got to be paid right now. Podcasts and books and stuff like that not paying the bills. So, like I told you, it's realism. I'm not faking for nobody. You know what I mean? A motherfucker ain't got no $1,000,000. A motherfucker ain't got nothing to be like, oh yeah, I could take off from work and all that. Nah. I'm still on probation. You know, I ain't doing nothing illegal. So that's not what we on right now. So just bear with me, please. You know what I mean? When I drop something, y'all gonna know when I drop it, and that's what it is. Now, I seen something today, this morning, while I was at work. Mind you, I've been trying to drop something while I was at work, to see the work ethic, to see, you know what I mean, what I'm on. Because I can do this from my phone and edit it and stuff like that from my computer. But I seen these young sisters, young princesses being kidnapped, whatever's going on in DC. Now, mind you, I don't know if the Amber Alert come everywhere, but far as I know, from what I've seen, the Amber Alert go out, you know what I mean, a little bit everywhere in the surrounding areas. Now, mind you, where I'm at is close to DC. I haven't seen an Amber Alert yet. These young sisters, they say there's at 35 of them. And then, mind you, connected to me, my sister, best friend, oldest daughter, was going to school to summer school, and she seen a guy following her with a mask on. He kept getting closer. He kept doing this, that, and the third. So when he got right up on her, she realized like, oh, he was messing with her, and she took off running. That's the reason why she survived. She put a little, report in, and when she got to school and stuff like that, they heard nothing about it. They are right now. What's going on, from what I see, is that what they're trying to do is like, oh, if a white little chick get kidnapped, everybody gonna be looking for him. Nobody cares about a black child, man, boy or girl. You see, like a lot of this stuff bothers me because they keep talking about this is the land of the free. This is the land of. Now, mind you, they done gave the Holocaust survivors money. They done gave Japan money for the Hiroshima. Like everybody get things, but they won't give black people nothing, man. And it's so crazy. So I don't like, to be honest with you, I don't be mad at them per se. I'm mad at ourselves. We won't demand more. Like these young brothers and sisters, I was ignorant just like y'all, so I'm not judging. What I'm saying is now you have more knowledge. You have more things that's gonna show you like he's not your enemy, bruh. And even if he act like it, you treat him accordingly. But to go into every situation to like fuck this nigga, fuck that nigga, bro. We're not against each other, bro. Like for real, bro. Cause when you in that motherfucker, bro, when you having a race riot, y'all ain't never been in a race riot. A motherfucker trying to kill you strictly because of your skin color. Have you been in that riot? Not because of your gang. Gang riots is regular. It happens over some drugs, whatever the case may be. It happens. One of theirs got beat up and or got into it, so things get a little escalated. A race riot is they don't even want to talk. They don't want to be around you. So any little thing that you can talk about amongst men and figure it out, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to go to war. They'd rather see their own kind on the ground dead than deal with you. That's serious, man. Stop playing, man. What's wrong with y'all out here, man? Stop playing, man. They done kidnap your sisters. These are your sisters and your cousins. You know what I mean? Maybe your aunts. They're kidnapping them now because they feel like don't nobody give a fuck. And they're selling them like slaves. They're selling them right now to be molested, killed, treated like the scum of the earth, and feeling like nobody even care. Can you imagine what they do, right? Because movies, they try to make movies just a movie. No, some movie is based off actual reality. The little girl sitting in there, about 3, 4 of them, and they like, ain't nobody even looking for y'all. So why are y'all trying to buck? It ain't on no news. They go to Eastern News Channel. It ain't on no news. Don't nobody care about y'all. Nobody. You understand what I'm saying? In this country, when it comes to black people, and it hurts me because I'm an American. I'm an American. I'm not from, I'm not from Africa. I'm a descendant of Africa, but I don't know. I never walked the soil of Africa. Just being real. I'm an American. You know what I mean? Like, so if Russia try to take over this motherfucker, China try to take over this motherfucker, I'm not riding with China or Russia. I'm on America's side. So why y'all treat us so fucked up? What is wrong with y'all? Like, okay, y'all did the slavery thing. Y'all went and got it. Okay, fine. That's a part of history. It is. It happened. Every country that was becoming conquerors had slaves. It don't matter who you was. However, The people, excuse me, the people of today, the ones who are okay with the belittling and the dehumanizing and the segregation of another race right now to this day, all I see is that you're weak and you're a coward. Because for whatever reason you have in your head, you think that you deserve to have slaves because you're white. You think that you could treat people fucked up because you're white. So that means you're weak. You're using the fact that your people are a little bit more in power to like, oh no, I can do what the fuck I want to do. You're weak. You're not even standing on your own power, on your own strength. You're not even doing that. You're standing on the fact that y'all have the numbers, and so y'all feel like y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do. And that's what happens. Even in prison, the motherfuckers with the numbers is the strongest. So when you go to like a spot like Utah, Arizona, you go to all these spots where black people are kind of outnumbered, that's when you hear the loudmouth racism shit. Everywhere else, like East Coast, was more blacks in prison and stuff like that, you don't really be hearing that shit like that. You got the white guys, they hang with each other, they chill and all that shit, but you don't never hear about a white on black race riot. They don't do it. They don't do it under no circumstances. As far as in my travels, we have issues with the police over there. Not on some white, black shit, on the prison shit. We don't have that issues over there. So I kind of like had to wake up when I went to Arizona. And it woke me up to see a motherfucker with a whole Nazi regime on his back. He had Adolf Hitler, he had Rudolf Hess, and I forgot who the third person was. He had their whole face on it with the Nazi sign. And they so crazy because the Nazi sign came from the indigenous people. Like the shit that the white people tried to grab and make it their own came from someone else. It's weird as hell to me. I would never understand that. But, whatever. My point of going on here is that today now with this youth, they don't have nobody they can follow. They don't respect nobody they can follow. You know what I mean? And on my end, I have things in my past that, but I stand on them. That's the difference. I'm not Puff Daddy. I'm not none of them guys. I mean that weird ass shit they be on. No. I will, and under every circumstances, stand on business. This podcast is done without no judgment. So I've been meaning to get on here and say what I need to say and do what I need to do. But this is season 2, first episode. You know what I mean? I have this sweater on because it's cold in my house. You know what I mean? So, but it says Savage. And I put it on because not a savage in the sense of saying fuck everything and everybody. No, a savage is, to me, in my mind, what I'm on, don't fuck with me or I'll become a savage. Leave me alone. The shit that's going on with our people, that shit weird as hell to me. Y'all don't get it? Chicago, they out there killing. They just had a mass shooting in Chicago. Like, the young sister trying to promote her shit, trying to make it. And mad people died and got shot at that fucking shit. Who the fuck think that's gangster? Who the fuck think that's cool? And even if you don't give a fuck if they think it's cool or not, bro, when they catch you, after your 5 years, you're like, oh shit. When you get to your 10 year, when you get to that 20, when you get to that 20 and you realize you ain't even put a dent in your shit, when you get to that 20, 2 decades done passed. 2 decades. Don't nobody give a fuck about that mass shooting you just did. Don't nobody care about that shit. Don't nobody give a fuck because in the reality is it was some dumb shit. stupidity. And now moms, God forbid, moms pass, grandma pass, brothers pass. Shit don't went on in those 2 decades. Now you're going on 30. Everybody around you, your kids, they're in their 30s. What kids? And they got to teach them about their grandfather. Bro, this shit don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no fucking sense. And if y'all can't understand that, appreciate that, I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all, man. If y'all don't get that, ain't nobody told y'all, okay, y'all sliding, y'all slime life, y'all acting crazy, nigga did this, he the op, you smoking on this nigga, all that shit, all right, cool. That's y'all generation that makes it cool. Okay, fine. Okay, all right. Don't be trying to jump on nobody's podcast. Don't be trying to jump on nobody's little radio show. Don't be trying to jump on, leave messages on Instagram. Don't be trying to do none of that because you, right now, if you're watching this and watching other older brothers that's out here talking to y'all via Instagram, via internet, because we went from that era. We get on this Instagram shit and this Facebook shit, TikTok shit. We get on this shit because it's a voice. It allows our voice to transcend the ones who stood on business. So we telling our story. Back then you had to scare straight. You had to go through neighborhoods and talk and stuff like that. This can reach multiple of people. So that's why we use it. So don't confuse the fact that we doing that to where, oh, he want internet attention. We don't give a fuck about none of that. We can shut the fuck up and not say nothing to none of you young motherfuckers. Yeah, we get money off it when it happens. Some of us don't. You know, Wallow, he done came up because he had his cousin. You feel what I'm saying? You have brothers who have a system in play to where they was help boosting their story up. I don't have that luxury. You know what I mean? Every luxury that I have comes from the mud. And not saying they didn't get theirs from the mud, but they had to support other people that they was around them. I don't have that. I have they love me, but they ain't willing to take their time off if they're not at work to help me promote this. I don't have that luxury. I don't have that luxury to where my family is taking my books and promoting my books to their friends and stuff. I don't have that kind of family structure. It's sad and it's humbling, but I don't have that. So when I see Wallow, you know what I mean, with bro, and bro told him how to move and all this shit, I'm happy. So Wallow, salute you. You know what I mean? Salute you. And I love seeing your videos. I love watching you because you did some time, bro. You know what I mean? So I salute you. There's no hate over here. There's no animosity or none of that. I'm not asking you to post my shit, none of that shit. My little brother sent it to y'all and y'all didn't post it. I guess y'all get a lot of them. So, you know, I told my brother, don't worry about that shit. They get around to it when they supposed to. We even had over 7,000, 8,000 people repost, yo, post this. We had that much people. That's not something to slight. I know people go viral with 100,000, 200,000. I get that. But when 7,000, 5,000 people done text you or DM'd you, or you seen in your message like, yo, repost this, bro. You got to reach out to this brother or sister. So I just took it like, yeah, they got a lot going on. You know what I mean? I didn't feel no animosity. I will never go against a brother that's doing right. So I'm just bringing it up in the sense that we're in a situation to where if we can't help each other, nobody's going to help us. Nobody. Nobody. We like, it's 2025. How long we been in this country? And how long we been in this country after slavery? It still became a prison type slavery. But how long we been in here? Come on, man. You know what I mean? This episode ain't gonna be a long one because I'm doing it myself, and I don't want to, keep rhetoric going on and none of that. But I'm just at my point. I'm at my wit's end. I'm dealing with a lot on my end. I really wanted my son to be on here so I could figure out what is our issues you know, and I just can't figure it out, you know. All the things I try to do for the youth, everything I try to do, my son, he don't get it, you know. And when he first came home, he had a 3 with a 1. So when he first came home, while he was in, after I was home, I sent it in there, and I was trying to make sure my grandkids was good. Mind you, I just came home myself. I don't know why people think that if you have a name, right, you know, and when you have that name, they think you're supposed to have money behind your name, because they in their mind, oh, you Killer Reek, you started Brick City Brims, so why you ain't got that bag? Why you on Instagram asking for $1 to help support your shit? You feel what I'm saying? Why them niggas who hood that you started and they represent, they looking out for you? You know, this is in people's mind. And in my mind, my little homies don't owe me anything. And to be honest with you, I don't even want anything. My brothers who I do ask for something, humbly and respectfully, I send back if they allow me to. Because some be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But I never went over $100. You know what I mean? Respectfully, because I work. So I'm just a man. I'm not caught up in that gang leader, gang boss, big homie. I want to run shit. I'm not on that. If I was on that, I'd be up there trying to run that. Because that's mine. I started that shit. Respectfully, I started that. That's me. I did fair time for starting it. So I could speak that and say that. Brick City Brims was started by me. With permission from another motherfucker. I ain't gonna say his name, all that shit, whatever. Y'all figure it out. Y'all, whatever. But I could have started it by myself and dealt with the drama that came with it. But I was being respectful, you know what I mean, to the lifestyle that I knew where it came from. So I never aspired to be a gang leader. That wasn't my dreams. That wasn't my dream. That wasn't my aspirations. That wasn't my, okay, I'm about to be running this shit. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm and never, even now, we're going on damn near 30 years when my hood being started. And I never, under no circumstances, said, yeah, I run this shit. I started this shit, but I've never done that. Honestly, my thing was to start a family. I wanted guys who was on the same type of mindset that I was on, love their family, and if they family on bullshit, they got another family right here. We love our family, we respect our family, but if they on bullshit, then we just gonna push back. That's why my hood was started. My hood wasn't started to be the hardest hood in North. My hood wasn't started to be the hardest nigga coming out of Jersey. None of that shit. But I understood the mindset that, like, we are infested. So what happens, it's like cancer. So in order for you to fight cancer, you got to fight back. So every situation that I ran to, when I ran into a cancer, whether from another hood or whatever, I fought back with all my energy and all my strength. I fought back. You know what I mean? Punching the shit out of cancer. You feel what I'm saying? So in that lifestyle, it kind of boosted, even though my name was already kind of a little prevalent in the hood before the gang lifestyle. You know what I mean? I gotta go to work tonight. They just did some bullshit to my shift, but I gotta go to work tonight. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to post this today, July 7th, you know, and just really, really let y'all know I'm on top of it. Y'all gonna hear more from me, because I could do this over my phone while I'm at work, while I'm driving, whatever, and I could post it for my podcast. This is my podcast, Cast the First Stone. All right? Thank y'all. And we got interviews coming up we done already done. So we setting up things to where we could drop it. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to know that I love y'all, And please try to help save lives, even if it's your own. Even if it's your own. Like, come on, bro. We talk t-shirts and go on funerals and do 16, 17. Don't nobody want to be a part of that shit, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Nobody want to hear that you got a Draco, you outside. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Who you trying to impress? Until you old niggas, yo, my young niggas gonna slide. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Nobody want to hear that shit. That shit corny, bro. To you chicks that's doing this manipulation shit. Oh, I got a nigga who gonna slide. You come line to him. Bro, that shit some corny shit, bro. Nobody want to hear none of that corny shit, bro. Corny shit. You old niggas, oh yeah, my young niggas and you come outside, you tell the old niggas like, yo, this nigga over here, he this, that, and the third. Bro, that shit corny, bro. That shit corny, bro. Stop, bro. Stop. And then when you get locked up, you want to know why all them little young niggas telling on your dumb ass. Oh, that was my little man. I used to feed him and his mother and all that. Yeah. We shouldn't have had him in that situation. like, come on, bro. So, salute, man. I'm just so tired of this shit, bro. I'm hurt. 100%. I'm hurt. This is King Sankofa, man. Signing out, man. Cast the first stone. Word without no judgment and no fake shit. Interviews coming up on the push. Go get these books. You know what I mean? I have my books and shit, but I'm gonna post some of my book. Manipulation by Blood, How to Keep Your Kids Away from Gangs and the Come Up. They all on Amazon right now. Manipulation by Blood, The Come Up, and How to Keep Your Kids Away from Gangs. Go get them. Go be in support of them, please. You know what I mean? And cast the first stone. Like, share, and push this real shit, man. We're not faking for nobody, man. I don't give a fuck who you is. I'd rather die than be fake. Peace. King Sankofa. Cast the first stone.